Hey there! It's Wake Angel 2001, here for another Sonic Boom vlog, and I've, altered the camera angle to make things less boring. Of course, now all you see is my face. You're not getting to see the cool character shirt I'm wearing. It's Mickey Mouse. Okay, so, this is episode 13, and, it actually came out the day after Friday the 13th, which is, pretty coincidental, as it's an episode called Bad Luck Knuckles. It's an episode about bad luck. Not bad for an episode 13, right? Of course, it came out on Valentine's Day, so you'd think that they'd make it a Valentine's themed episode, but I like that since it's episode 13, that bad luck connection will remain no matter when you see this episode. So even in reruns, it'll still make sense. Too bad this show doesn't premiere on Fridays, because having the 13th episode premiere on Friday the 13th and being about bad luck would have been hilarious. Okay, so the episode opens with Sonic and Knuckles playing golf. It seems that they like to play weird sports. Why is this a weird sport? They call it Badger Ball. Basically, they take like a slicer and they hit the golf ball, and they're trying to get to the top of this big hill mountain thing that has a little hole that the ball goes down the hole and comes back out the bottom. Badger Ball. It's basically extreme mini golf. Sonic gets a hole-in-one without even really trying, and Knuckles, he hits the ball, it almost goes into the hole, but then the wind blows a leaf through that pushes the ball away. And when he keeps trying, he either keeps missing, or some contrivance comes and knocks the ball out of the path. Like it hits a migrating bird, or some weird crap happens. And they go through a whole montage sequence trying to figure out what Knuckles trying to get the ball to go in, but it just won't. So, that's the thing. Maybe this angle wasn't a good idea. It's making me look fat. Okay, so Styx suggests that something has happened with the luck balance of the universe, and Knuckles is just having a bout of bad luck. So she recommends that he goes and gets that bad luck out of the way. So he goes on an incredibly self-destructive spree where he indulges in all the bad luck, like falling off of cliffs, having stuff land on him, and just in general abusing the crap out of himself in hopes of getting all of the bad luck out of the way so he can get his good luck back again. Amy is suggesting that that Knuckles is going to seriously injure himself. Like, I guess the punctured lung doesn't count. I mean, seriously, if you got a punctured lung, you got some serious problems, bro. Okay, so she suggests that Sonic maybe intentionally lose to Knuckles so that he'll stop obsessing about this. Of course, even in the Boom universe, Sonic's massive ego wouldn't allow him to do that. Actually, I think this is a common trait of a cartoon Sonic. He has a way bigger ego in the cartoons than he's portrayed as having in most of the video games. So yeah, they get into an argument, and the thing is, Knuckles wants Sonic to admit that the reason Sonic has been beating him in these competitions is because of his bad luck. Sonic keeps insisting that it's his superior skill that's allowing him to beat Knuckles over and over again. I'm gonna have to take sides with Sonic, and not just because I'm a rampant Sonic fanboy, but, okay, I guess there is an element of bad luck to Knuckles, but come on, Knuckles. Do you really think you can beat Sonic in all these skills that require, like, aim and precision? I mean, maybe I would concede that semi-classic Knuckles, who is not a complete wooden-headed idiot, could match Sonic in terms of pure skill, but Mr. Beefcake, no, this guy's got no skill. Unless it's a bench pressing contest or something like that, he's not going to be beating Sonic in anything. Alright, so yeah, this episode Well, this is kind of a paradox because this episode, it's like it does that Adventure Time thing where it's only 12 minutes long, but you feel like you're watching something that lasts a long time because a lot is going on. Like they find a way to put a lot of plot points in the episode that actually makes it really interesting and cool to watch. So yeah, I mean, I'm not saying like it feels longer because it drags. I'm saying it feels longer because it's more satisfying to watch because it seems more stuff is going on. Um, Now, we cut over to Dr. Eggman, and he's engaging in training exercise with some of his badniks, Cubot, Orbot, and a few others. They're wearing cardboard Sonic faces, and they're playing a game of laser tag as training. Now, Dr. Eggman, they're all shooting each other with Stormtrooper syndrome because they're like 5 feet away from each other, but nobody can score hits. And then Eggman uses a trick to get behind them, but he trips and drops a gun, and it fires out its laser, which ricochets off all the targets, getting all 5 of his opponents at the same time. So he's like, hey. That's when Orbot suggests that there's something up with the luck balance of the universe in Eggman's favor. So Eggman's not even going to question it. He's like, I have good luck today. Get out our most powerful robot. We're going on a raid. So he attacks the village. Let's see what happens next. Dr. Eggman attacks the village by shooting a giant laser at it while Sonic and Knuckles are arguing about luck. There's a big boom. They go to investigate the boom. Dr. Eggman is attacking the village. There's a bunch of random villagers again. And he introduces the Mega. They're building up the Mega. Like it's this big robot, and in comes a robot from that big Cyclopean thing that kind of looks like the Guts Dozer. I think it was in a previous episode. It's a big robot. I just don't think it deserves a name, the Mega. I mean, the comic book had a bigger robot in its first issue. He says that he calls it that because it's 7% bigger than his other robots. So Knuckles comes up to help Sonic and his friends fight the thing, and a rock falls from the sky and lands on him. And because a rock landed on Knuckles, that means that nobody else can fight, and Dr. Eggman won that little exchange. So he goes off to continue menacing the villagers. So everyone suggests that since Knuckles is such bad luck for their side, he should go ahead and defect to Eggman's side. And let his bad luck make Eggman lose. And Eggman goes off, Knuckles goes off in a huff to join Eggman, and as soon as he proclaims that he's going to help Eggman, he's like, excellent! Now, and he commands Mega to smash something, and his head explodes. So Eggman's like, well, I'm done. So he leaves, and Knuckles is like, I lost again. And everyone's like, no, Knuckles, you won, because you were acting as a double agent. That was the plan. Like, huh? Wow, the plan was so ingenious, even I didn't know I was doing it. Nothing against the show. I mean they're doing good work with it. The writers are working around this. I just don't like the whole Knuckles is a complete naive idiot thing. I shouldn't say naive idiot. He's just stupid. He was naive in the original portrayal from the old Genesis game, because he grew up by himself on the island, he had no contact with the outside world, and when Dr. Robotnik comes in and says that, I'm the good guy, the Blue Hedgehog's the bad guy, it's believable that Knuckles would fall for it because he had no frame of reference. And again, because he's lived alone for his entire life and isn't really very sociable, it's easy to trick him. But he's not stupid. But the thing is, that's how his character has been portrayed. I mean, even before the Sonic Boom games, did you see how he was in, like, Sonic Rush or Sonic Lost World? He's, like, just this big, energetic, doofy guy who's running around smashing things because it's all he knows. Like, that's not the Knuckles we know. The Knuckles we know sits back... It's from Sonic Adventure. He sits against the Master Emerald, lamenting about his solitary existence, and how he doesn't know how his fate has come to be this way, but he's not. but he has a duty to perform even if he doesn't know why he's doing it. Like, Knuckles has gone the Patrick Star route, where the character over the years has become more simple and less complicated, losing facets instead of gaining them. I mean, if you look at some other shows on Cartoon Network right now, you're seeing, like, they're doing a ton of character development. I mean, I don't know if you guys watch Steven Universe, but have you seen the past couple episodes of Steven Universe? Like, we found out about Amethyst's origin, like how she was supposed to be part of some kind of gem colony that was supposed to destroy all the native life of Earth, but Garnet, Rose, and Pearl prevented that from happening, and Amethyst actually kind of didn't see herself as the same as the other gems because she came from that colony attempt, or when Steven found that videotape of his mother where she left him a message while she was pregnant with him, or like actual character driven stuff is happening, which is making the characters more interesting and complex. But in Sonic the Hedgehog, we see a character that's been around for 20 years is becoming less and less complicated every time we see him. It's actually kind of sad. And I would really hope that that they start to flesh out the characters and give them more motivation. Because we still seem to be in that first season, they're the basic stereotypes of themselves kind of thing going on. It's actually mostly affecting Knuckles, because the other characters are okay. They're pretty well rounded so far. Even Styx, who just has her kind of manic crazy girl thing going on. She has like moments where she has a surprising amount of insight. But Knuckles isn't doing that. Yeah, it's kind of sad. Well, but in any course, despite what I think about what they've done to Knuckles' character over the years, I still think that this was a really good episode. It's probably one of the funnier ones I've seen. I think it might be one of the most funny, in fact. If for nothing else other than the hilarious slapstick routine, watching Knuckles abuse himself the entire episode. If you like the whole Tom and Jerry classic Looney Tunes kind of thing, like old school woodchuck from the Disney shorts, like where characters just get pounded over and over again, but they just keep getting back up, then you're probably gonna like this episode, because it has a ton of that. Ha. My Falco figure's up there. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I shamelessly framed this shot so you can see my action figure collection up there. This is Wake Angel 2001, and I don't know if there's going to be a 14th episode. I don't know if this is the last episode of the season, or if they're going to do a 26 episode season. I guess they're going to find out next week. Okay, see you, Ron.